Hello friends, welcome. In today's video, I wanted to share with you all of my experience, best sellers, worst sellers at the German style Christmas market that we had here on base this past weekend. This market was held by a service member who lives here on base and wanted to share the Christmas spirit and joy of the German style markets. So I'm going to start off with my best sellers and share some of my recent things that I created for my upcoming Christmas market. So stay tuned. I'm also going to be sharing some more photos and videos of the market towards the middle and end. So these, I mentioned my last market were not, none of them sold, and surprisingly I lowered the price and they sold really well at this Christmas market. Everyone loved the pens that I had displayed, and this was one of my best sellers. A lot of people bought those. For my worst seller were my bookmarks. I made so many bookmarks, and yeah, none of these have sold, unfortunately. I was hoping that they would sell at my last market, which was at a school, and I was putting them next to my books. Maybe I can do something different next time, put them together with my other journals and just add them instead of selling them separately. But yeah, I thought it was such a cute idea and would sell at the school, but it didn't. So these also were another bestseller, and these are the activity packs. I did want to show you guys something different that didn't sell at my last market. Also, these sold pretty well. These were the tea favors, and these I could not sell at my next market, so I'm gonna have to do something else with them. But at this market, they were really great sellers, like my first market as well. I think I had about 30 of these and I only have 4 left, so I think they sold really well. And yeah, this is pretty much my setup. This time it was outdoors and I was kind of on a hill and on the grass. The floor was a little wet. Maybe next time I would have like a rug or some kind of something to put on the ground there. I didn't think about that. I didn't know that I was gonna be outdoors on the grass. I also did a video of me showing me making this garland to decorate. So this is it at night. He actually provided us with the lights, which I was very worried about. I wasn't gonna have connection and lights and my booth was gonna be really dark, but it didn't turn out dark at all. It was really nice. You can see how everything looks. It turned out really nice. And overall, this event was a really big success. So my next event is coming up this weekend, and I wanted to add a few of these wooden ornaments. I believe I messaged in my I mentioned, sorry, in my last video that my husband had bought me as a Christmas gift the glow forge. So I've been playing around with it and having a lot of fun making these different ornaments, and I thought I can add them to my next fair. So I just wanted to share with you and kind of show you my process, and just creating some of these while I talk about this past fair that just happened. And so I was just saying here that you can easily take this off, with a pair of scissors, scraping on the side lightly, or a lot of people use like duct tape and just like rip it off. So that's just the masking tape so that the actual wood doesn't get burned. And yeah, it looks nice and pretty underneath. I had a lot of fun making these, and I want to bring these to my next fair coming up. So I'm just going to continue to talk about the fair this weekend. So the person who did host the fair was a service member who, I'm not sure if he was stationed in Germany before or is going there. I think he did mention he's going there at his next duty station. And we lived in Germany for 3 years. I had my first daughter in Germany, and I love the Christmas markets there. So when I heard that he was going to be hosting a Christmas themed market similar like to Germany here on base, I thought that was such a neat idea, and it really turned out so nice. The aesthetic, the feel, everyone that was there was so nice and helpful, and he provided us the lights like I said. So I was really concerned that I was gonna be sitting there in the dark, and me and my husband were talking about going that night to Home Depot to like kind of get some lights, and he just so happened to message us all. So he actually created like a Facebook group messenger as well for the event, which was really nice because the other events that I've participated in, they didn't do anything like that. But of course, this was like more like a small knit community type thing. So he did that, and he was just really communicative. He did a lot of advertising on social media as well. Oh, so I made this little tic-tac-toe. I wanted to mention that I made this tic-tac-toe board, and I wanted to surprise the girls with it, but of course they seen it, and so I already gifted it to them. But I wanted to make more. I was thinking for like Valentine's Day. I also made this Be Mine charm, so I want to make more things like that for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I think he did such a good job like sharing it on social media and advertising. He also did do this last year, which last year I did not participate in that. I didn't even know it was happening. Like I didn't even go to that event on the base last year. Trying to think what we did last year. Honestly, I can't even remember right now. But oh, I don't even think we were here. Yeah, we were on a cruise. We went on a cruise last year around this time. Plus, I was also in school, taking a couple classes. So it would have been like it was not even in my mind to do anything like this. This was the first year that I started participating in these type of markets. But yeah, he did say that they did it last year. So this was their second year doing something like this on the base. And he did say that this one was going to be a lot larger than last year's, just because I don't know, I guess he's done like a lot more advertising. Plus a lot of the people that went last year were already like planning on going the following year. So yeah, the turnout was just like really, really great. The amount of people that came, and the kids loved it. Like they just had so much fun. There was free food there, liquor, like wine, all kinds of stuff, like all kinds of goodies for the kids. There's like these crisp or crest, I don't even know how to say it, but it's CREMES, I believe, crisp, or I think I'm spelling that wrong too. There's a P somewhere in there. But anywho, it's like these little it's kind of like a pancake. It's flat, like, and they make it in Germany, and they put like, you can have Nutella in it. I've had it in Germany in the Christmas market too. And yeah, the way they do it in Germany, like at least the markets that I went to, there when you buy the wine, which is like gluten wine, when you buy their wine, they give you like a Christmas mug with it, which is really nice too. And I still have that mug saved. I had two of them, so pretty much with the price of the drink you get the Christmas market cup, so it's really nice. But yeah, the feel of the place was just really nice. Everyone there, like, he did such a great job with the whole event. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun, great turnout, and very successful for me as well. I think a lot of people had a lot of success, even in the group chat, like everyone talking, they were saying like, everyone had a great time, and it was just like overall successful for everyone, and just like, yeah, just overall fun. Like, I wasn't so tense like I know I mentioned in my last video. You can go ahead and watch that market video. I have a whole playlist here as well if anyone's interested, and you want to see like my whole craft fair market playlist. It'll be here in the description box below. But I was so tense in that one. It was in a school. I didn't know anyone in the area, and it was just like, I wanted to do really, really well. So I was like standing the whole time talking to everyone. This one was like just so much more laid back. Like I was chill in my own little booth. I had the whole setup, the tent outside. And the weather was actually really nice. Like it wasn't that cold at all. It wasn't snowing. The floor was a little moist and wet because I was on the ground. And it just had like some moisture in the grass. Maybe from the night before. It wasn't raining or snowing or anything like that. I think it might have been a little misty before the night before, so that's where like the moisture came from. I was on a hill, so I wasn't planning for that, and the setup took a lot longer. Also, since I was on base, I literally lived like 5 minutes from where it was, and I thought I was going to have a lot more time to set up, but I had so much stuff. In the beginning, I kind of was like stressing out because I was like, oh my God, it's going to start. The event started at 4 o'clock and ended at 8. So it was 4 hours. And yeah, I was like really last minute on like trying to grab everything together, get everything out, and set up, unfortunately, which I did not plan that. I thought I was going to be there way early. I think I got there like an hour before it started. But I was just like not prepared for like the whole situation being on the grass. My stand wasn't standing up like correctly, like that little pegboard. So I was having a hard time putting that. I actually ended up putting some twine around it and like holding it up on the actual canopy. So that worked out. And yeah, so a lot of the things that didn't sell last time sold this time. I sold out of the little golden books. Everyone loved the little golden books, and I have to make more this weekend for my next event. So I will be making a few more. Everyone loved those things. I sold out on a couple items. I'm trying to think what else I sold out. Well, I told you the Christmas Dear Santa letters. Those were great. The kids loved them, and I kind of explained. Of course, I did a lot of selling and kind of talking, but not as much as the last event. It was a little different feel, different group, I guess you can say. And just I guess they were looking for different things too. A lot of people were looking for gifts still, teacher gifts and stuff like that. So it really was good. I made about over $300, and also there was no table fees, so I got to pocket all of it. Another difference was that I got to, well, we used mostly cash. Like most of my sales were in cash, so that was great. There was some Venmo sales, and then there was some card swipes as well. I'm gonna see if I can include some of that in here. I'm gonna try. But there was a few of that going on. And then, we did have internet connection too. That was really nice that he set up this whole Wi-Fi thing for us in the beginning. I mean, he did everything like so like good. It was just really, really overall pleasant event. Just everything from the beginning to end was just like perfect. Tear down was very easy. I just gave him back the lights, put them on the side, and yeah, it was just overall really, really fun. But trying to think. So he did give us internet connection, Wi-Fi, like password and whatnot, like in the beginning before we started. Towards the end, I had one last sale when we were all packing up. I didn't pack up early. I waited till like the event was completely over, and I had a card swipe. And unfortunately, I think at that point people were packing up. I think he might have turned off the Wi-Fi, and I was having a hard time with that. So she ended up just paying Venmo, and it worked out that way. But yeah, that was my like last customer, and she was such a sweetheart. I was just like, thank you so much for your patience, because like, I didn't notice that I was off of the Wi-Fi and that they may have turned it off. But yeah, it was like overall such a good experience. She was so sweet. And if anyone came to my booth and sees this video and purchased anything from me, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All of my interactions with everything was just so nice. Like everyone, like I said, was just so nice there. And yeah, overall really good experience. I think this was like probably one of my most successful events. Well, I only had one before this, and then yeah, my next one, which I'm gonna tell you all about that one as well and fill you in on how that goes. So these I was making for that event. This little house I thought was just so cute, and I love that it comes with like the little bottom piece. You can actually customize it and put your name on the bottom as well, which I really like. I wanted to keep these boho theme ones kind of plain. I was thinking about painting them. You can also paint them like, you know, Christmas colors or whatnot, but I didn't want to paint them. I thought they looked really good that way. And then these cardinals, I was thinking also about painting. Let me know what you think. Should I paint them, leave them like that? Sometimes I like to leave it, and then I don't know if the person gets it and they want to paint it, you can paint it yourself. But I really like the way that looks plain too. I also do like the paint, so let me know which ones you like in the comments below as well. But back to the fair. So yeah, next weekend I have another fair, and this one is not, so this one was kind of last minute. I messaged her to see if like there was anything available, because I still did have some Christmas stuff after this fair that didn't sell. Like I said, like the bookmarks didn't sell. I couldn't bring any more of the dear, I mean, I only had 4 of the Dear Santa letters left, so I was just gonna take out them from the Santa hats, the pockets, maybe put something else in there. I didn't get around to doing that, so I just left them. I can always save those for next year. And then there were just a few, oh, the notepads. I have some notepads there that did not sell either. So yeah, just a few items, and then of course I made those other journals that just there were so many of them, so I wanted to do another event, and I messaged her and she said that someone canceled and she has a spot. So I still had some more questions. I was like, you know, like, is this indoor, outdoor? She said it was going to be indoor in like a rec center. Asked how many vendors. She said about 50 vendors. So I'm like, wow, this is going to be a really big one. And yeah, I didn't know much about the area. I think it's really important to kind of like do your research and check the area that you're going to. And you should know kind of like roughly how many people are going to be there, I would think. But she says she's never done like a head count of how many people have come to her events. It did say like this was a 3rd annual event or something. I think this might have been their 3rd one. I'm not sure. It seems like she does them often, because I did ask. You know, it seems like she has like a lot of events coming up as well in January and so forth. But anyhow, I'm going to give you more information about those, about that, how that event went, after this video. I'm going to do a whole separate video, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in that. And then I'm going to show you some more pictures of this specific event and how it went. And yeah, it just, like I said, the whole feel of the event was really nice, and the people were just really nice. And yeah, oh, I did make these so since I was on a military base, where, you know, in the military, I served back, I got out in 2000 and I believe 2017. That's when I had my daughter, and I got out when I had her, and my husband is still in the military. So we lived on this military base before we moved to Germany, or no, moved to New York, and then we came back here. So we've been kind of like back and forth. We was in Germany a couple years ago, and so that was a lot of unnecessary information. But anywho, since we're on a military base, I wanted to make some kind of military, something around that, right? So I ended up making these little military stockings and filling them up with a couple of other items that I thought was really, really neat. And the guys just loved it. Like all of them, I mean, even the girls, the kids, like everyone loved them. And that was also another like really great seller. Unfortunately, I only had 2. And yeah, they ended up both selling. So the one sold probably like maybe 2 hours in, and then the other one sold like at the very last minute. And yeah, so I ended up selling both of them, and I think I sold them at 45 each. And yeah, they were just like such a hit. Like everyone who came into my booth loved them so much. And yeah, so I was gonna say, like, you kind of want to gear some of your stuff, I think, too, towards like the venue or like the event of whatever it is. So obviously if it's a Christmas market, I think you would want to like have some kind of Christmas um things, or like for Christmas. And if you're at a school, kind of gear things towards like maybe teacher gifts, or things that students would use and stuff like that, right? I would think so. Yeah. And then you kind of also want to ask like questions and find out, I guess research yourself too, and just see like the dynamic and what kind of area you're going to, which I failed to do that at my last event. So yeah, I think that's important to note. Here I was just adding some matte sealant to just cover the paint so it doesn't like chip or come off easily. But yeah, I think that's very important. Also, I did do some like military journals too, but those didn't really sell well. Maybe I needed to lower the price. I don't know. I had them at $30, but they didn't really do that well. So I am bringing them to my next event. And I just so... Okay, so I had to stop for a second because Coco was talking in the back. And there he goes again. But I just so happened to find another stocking as well, so I'm going to be bringing that with me. I think I found a few actually, but I'm only going to be bringing one. So I didn't even know I had that many. And yeah, I just so happened to find them. But I ended up painting this one as well. I really liked them together because they both went really nice. So I kind of wanted to make them a duo. If anybody wanted to get one, they might get two. I don't know. They looked really nice together, both painted. So I ended up painting this one. But yeah, shortly here, I'm going to show you some more photos of the event. Again, it was a really good success. I made a decent amount, so I was really happy. And overall, the kids really enjoyed it. It also did bring us that Germany feel, I guess, here. And yeah, it was really, really nice. So if you ever get a chance to go to Germany, also do check out the Christmas markets there. They're really nice. And so here it says welcome in German. And this is just some of the pictures of the booths and other vendors that were there. Here, like, everyone just gathered around to like drink and eat. They also had a movie playing. I don't know what movie was there, but I know the kids kept going there to sit down and watch a movie. I think this was the line for the drinks. And there was like the little pancake flat things that I was telling you about. And I think they were selling honey, which is really nice. And then some hot cocoa there as well. And yeah, just really nice booth setups. Maybe you can get some ideas on how you can set up your next booth as well. I really like that pegboard that person used. And then she had some really nice jewelry. I like the way she has her stuff laid out really nice. So some hat and scarves here. Perfect for the weather. Oh, there was these little plushies there, and this was the vendor right next to me. She also made earrings and jewelry. Unfortunately, next year they're not going to be having this event because he is moving, he said, to Germany. So he had already had all this stuff that was there and out on the curb for people to take, unfortunately. So sad this event won't be happening again. But yeah, we did have a really good time. Hopefully somebody else will pick this up and do the event again. But other than that, it was really fun. I enjoyed the event. It was a great success. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got a few tips and tricks, and maybe we'll be also doing an event like this. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.